I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rekah Kwadash. Double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone Well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abababal. So this is Ezekiel 6, and it's a coin of prophecy. All right, it says in verse 1, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward the mountains of Israel and prophesy against them. And in this chapter, he prophesies against against Israel, the prophecies that were going to come with Nebuchadnezzar as he took Babylon. Took the Israelites to Babylon. All right, and then he's also speaking of a future prophecy, all right, which it says that the Lord will keep a remnant, all right. It says, I'll start at 8. It says, Yet will I leave a remnant, that ye may have some that shall escape the sword, which he did back then, all right. You had some Israelites that escaped the sword, so that the Israelites did not perish. So in this generation as well, all right, we're going to escape the nuclear missiles. We're going to escape the famine. We're going to escape all these different ways of dying, all right, so that the Israelites, the sons of Jacob, do not be consumed, all right, because the Lord does not change. It says, among the nations, all right, which we've been scattered throughout the nations in this last generation. When ye shall be scattered through the countries, see, which we've been scattered through all these different countries, which the Lord's going to gather his elect at the last day, in that moment where the nuclear destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America, the place where we were sent to suffer bitter hardship, all right, because we sinned as a nation against our power. So he used Esau, the so-called white race, as a weapon that was formed against us. All right. It says, verse 9, and they that escape of you shall remember me, which this is why you have like the book of Ezra. You have the Israelites that came back, Zerubbabel, all right, that rebuilt the temple in Jerusalem, all right, after the Persian captivity in Babylon. It says, and they that escaped of you shall remember me among the nations. So in this generation, among these nations, are we the remnant of Israel that are going to be saved, whether they shall be carried captives, because I am broken with their whorish heart. So he's going to destroy the Israelites that go after these false gods, which he did that to the Israelites also in the past, using the Assyrian, the Lord's rod of his fury. All right, it says, which had departed from me, and with their eyes which go a whoring after their idols, and they shall loathe themselves for the evils which they have committed in all their abominations. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, and that I have not said in vain that I would do this evil unto them, which he's using the prophets. We've been prophesying what's going to happen to the Israelite that don't repent. Thus saith the Lord our power, smite with thine hand, and stamp with thy foot, and say, Allah's, for all the evil abominations of the house of Israel, for they shall fall by thy sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence, the plagues that are upon this place, which he's prophesying of these last days, as at the same time prophesying of the judgment that's about to come upon Israel and Jerusalem. All right. It says, he that is far off shall die of the pestilence, and he that is near shall fall by the sword, and he that remaineth and is besieged shall die by the famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them. Then shall ye know that I am Yahweh, when their slain men shall be among their idols round about their altars, and upon every hill, upon every high hill, upon every high hill in all the tops of the mountains, which you have these different nations, right, that have enslaved us and corrupted the Israelites. So the Lord is going to destroy the wicked and them that do wickedly. He's bringing a great judgment to the earth, just like he done in many times in the past, like the flood during the time of Noah. When the earth becomes so wicked and violent, the Lord purgeth it. Last time with water, the first death. The second death is going to be by nuclear missiles. All right. And he used other nations as a weapon against the Israelites because of our sin. All right. It says, and under every green tree and under every thick oak. All right. So he's prophesying also that judgment that was coming upon the people at that time in Jerusalem, the Israelites, and they were going to be slain all through Jerusalem. And as he's speaking, he's saying, under every green tree and under every thick oak, which trees in the Bible have a symbol of men. All right. So the Israelites, all right, went under the Assyrian, Babylonian, under the Mede, under the Persian, under the Greek, under the Roman, right, which there was a dark age, which Jake was even worshiping the idols then of the heathen, like the false religion Islam, all right? And then you had Jake even producing corrupted shit like Christianity, right? with Constantine, right? Joining the heathen customs to what were biblical understandings. All right. So this is why the Lord has to destroy those 2/3, because they're seed of corruptors. All right. They're the corruptible seed spoken of in Isaiah 1. Let me see. It says in verse 4, all sinful nation, talking about the Israelites, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. All right. So the Lord's done. He's going to destroy them. All right. Because they won't repent. All right. So he's just going to leave them here and allow them to be destroyed in fire. All right. It says in Ezekiel 6, it says, I was at 13 in the middle, and under every green tree and under every thick oak, the place where they did offer sweet savor to all their idols. So will I stretch out my hand upon them and make the land desolate. Now, Babylon did not become desolate. It was just pretty much passed down from the Babylonian and Assyrian to the Mede, to the Persian, to the Greek, to the Roman. But the land that is going to be left desolate is Babylon the Great, America. It says, yea, more desolate than the wilderness toward Diblath in all their habitations, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Now, when you go into this name of this place, all right, toward Diblath, all right, it gives you a place near the wilderness, and it gives you Syria, Diblath. And you go into a web search, check out the images, all right, This place is being destroyed in war right now. All right. So America is going to be worse than this. All right. Pretty much nothing's going to remain. It's going to be turned into a desert. All right. It's going to be turned into a desert. Let me see. I'll put war. See? So America's future is worse than this. All right. Because nothing's going to remain. All right. He's going to hit this place with 200 million nuclear missiles. All right. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha Rakah Quadash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone well, Wa Abababam.